Greetings, thanks for tuning in. Like, share, comment if you enjoy the content. Today, yesterday actually, they had this peace talks, the summit, North Korea, America. We're friends, or we're not going to use nuke weapons. I think it's a whole game because last year, he was on a mission. He was launching missiles. He's giving threats. And all of a sudden, he just had a change of heart. A lot of the things on the world stage, I believe, is staged. And it's a part of the bigger plan. And do the research and you'll see that it is. So as everybody's cheering, yeah, we got him under control. But I guess who's next? I wouldn't be surprised if it's Iran, because we don't like Iran, and Iran definitely doesn't like America. So that's going to be interesting. As everybody's cheering for that, there's going to be a reason that we're going to have to go after Iran. That's just the way things go. But on another note, Robert De Niro says F Trump when he was giving a speech or whatever it was at that award ceremony, and everybody stood up and cheered. And everybody pretty much stood up and cheered. I just find it interesting that, I think 98% of the people I know don't approve or like Trump. And maybe another 2%, which tends to stay kind of hidden and quiet about it. But my question is, if everybody that believed that your vote actually counted, and they say you have to go to the polls, but you have to vote for the lesser of the two evils. I still never understand that concept. What if everybody that didn't want either one, Hillary or Trump, voted for the third party? What's his name? Gary Johnson. What would that have been like? That would have been interesting. He's an interesting guy. I find him kind of funny. Anyway, but it didn't happen because people still believe in voting. And I voted. Don't believe in it, but I voted. So I could be out here still talking what I say, Don't say what I do. All right. So, did you hear about the FBI guy? He was dancing. He was getting it in. He did a backflip. His gun dropped. Gun didn't go off when it dropped. When he's picking it up, it fired. And, I shouldn't laugh. And it hit somebody in the leg. A little flesh wound. Really didn't really get hurt too bad. But they're going to file charges against him. I was like, wow. Anyway, that's just, I just thought that was interesting. But, anyway, then, I kind of jumped off the topic with Robert De Niro, too. He had a documentary called Vaxxed. And I believe that was the title, Vax. And he was supposed to release it at the Tribeca Film Festival. I believe it was last year. And because of pressure from a lot of people, especially the pharmaceutical companies, he didn't release it. At least at that festival. I'm not sure if it ever came out, but it was just basically talking about the harmful effects of vaccinations that, they give to children. People are like, well, no, they wouldn't do that. They wouldn't put harmful stuff in that. Again, do some research. Pharmaceutical companies got a history of doing some terrible things. Prime example, the opioid epidemic right now. If you know that these drugs are causing so much a problem, so many people are hooked, why are the doctors still prescribing them? Why are you producing so many of them? They said here in Richmond, they said, I believe it was on the TV, they said they're going to give us $12 million or something to help with the opioid crisis or something. And I'm like, wait a minute. If they didn't have the drugs, then they wouldn't have had a problem, right? So stop prescribing them or stop producing so many. Anyway, I just don't have much faith in the whole healthcare system, especially the pharmaceutical companies. And AT&T brought over Time Warner Cable, made another super merger. Big companies. It's times are coming down to just big corporations. $65 billion. I could have feed the world like how many times over. But, we need internet and streaming services. But, I'm not going to knock them because I'm sure they donate money and they do stuff or whatever. But, like San Diego have a terrible homeless problem. And it's like, wow, but you got millionaires like an hour away. You got millionaires all around the country. Why are people still homeless on massive scales? And being homeless is pretty much illegal in a sense because in a lot of states, I think they said like 33 states, it's illegal to beg for money. Now, yeah, it is kind of annoying, especially when some of them you look at and like, yeah, I'm sure you can get a job or whatever the situation is. But, some people are just hard on their luck. And I'll never forget when I was in New York and I was working, I'm like 16, 17 at the time, and they had this one guy come on the train. He was still kind of clean cut, whatever, and he said, I just lost my job. Gave the whole story and, the normal announcement in front of the train. And I was like, for some reason, I just felt like, I gave him like $3. And then I would see him regularly, and I would slowly see the guy deteriorate. Beard's getting thicker, mustache. He look unkempt, clothes getting dirty. And I started giving him more and more money because I was working at the time, living with my parents. I didn't really need, but I just felt bad. But I seen this guy slowly deteriorate. And I always, I try to help the homeless when I can, but, sometimes I'm not trying to feed you a habit or just because you just feel like, it's easier for you to beg for money. Anyway, spoke a little longer than I should. Always do your own research. Don't believe what I said. Freedom forever. Create and conquer. We out.